Welcome to Z's Comics Talks, Movies, TV, and more, and pretty much whatever else we want to talk about.
Yes.
Starting it off where it was just, movies. Brad Winderham, Marvel's head of streaming. All right, he's like he's one of the MCU grand poobahs, right?
Okay.
When asked about when Jeff the Land Shark is going to be in the MCU,
Jeff.
huh?
Everyone's favorite shark.
It's Jeff. Yes, everyone's favorite land shark. He was obviously asked because of the resurgence in, since Marvel Rivals, all that stuff.
I know, but Marvel Rivals, people love him.
God, I both love and hate him. I love him when he's on my team, but I hate him when he's on the other.
I love him no matter what. Even if I get devoured by him, I'm all like, it was meant to be.
Yep. So when asked when Jeff is going to join the MCU, Brad Winderham said, and I quote, it's coming. I can't say when, but we're all Jeff fans around here. So I'm hoping that he just pops up randomly, okay? But you can't have Jeff without Gwenpool, okay? You just can't. I mean, I guess you can kind of have him with Kate Bishop because, she's his second, like most frequent babysitter, I guess. But, I don't know.
Easily just have Haley Steinfeld just be all like, oh, friend left him with me.
I guess, yeah, maybe. I'm kind of hoping it pops up when the champions pop up. Which, that's another thing. Post MCU saga, the champions are supposed to be geared to be the new face of the MCU rather than the Avengers. The champions is just the name for the young Avengers that they're giving for the new team because they're all kind of aging out of the whole being able to be portrayed as teens kind of thing, which I understand.
I mean, they could still go with young Avengers, they're young relative to everyone else.
I mean, like half the original Avengers team, they're kind of getting close to the same age as when they first popped up as Avengers. So you can't really say, young Avengers when
you keep the Avengers around and this team is just younger.
That's why it's called the Champions.
That's why it's called young.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see
Maybe
how it happens.
They just don't want to upset people, where they're all like, hey, the Avengers aren't that old.
I mean, the youngest one currently is Xochitl Gomez, and she's already 18. By the time it comes out, with post MCU saga is going to be 2027, right?
Yes.
So that's 2 years away, just about 2.5 years away. By the time they get even close to production, so yeah, they're going to be over the whole young Avengers name. All right, so changing the name of the Champions still keeps it in the realm of the Marvel comics.
Yes, this is true. Yeah. This is true.
Plus, by then, hopefully, we'll get Spider-Gwen. Yes, I'm kind of excited, man. Dude, Emma Myers could totally kill it as Spider-Gwen. I can see it. I can see it.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on to Masters of the Universe live action.
Masters.
Yeah, wrong one. Masters of the Universe live action has extended its casting. Nicholas Galitzine as He-Man.
Nicholas. Yep.
What is it? You just looked him up, right?
He's a British actor. So far, it seems like he's done quite a few movies and stuff like that. They have strange names from what I remember. The one that popped out to me most is evidently recently, back in 2024. He did a movie with Anne Hathaway called The Idea of You, I believe is what it's called. Let me double check on that. Yes,
was that a movie? I thought it was
a romance comedy.
I think that's a streaming show on.
Says an hour and 55 minutes. Right?
Oh, okay.
Like a movie.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm thinking about a different Anne Hathaway thing. Because they did an anthology series on Prime, and Anne Hathaway is in one of them. I thought that might have been what it was.
But yes, I mean, he looks the part to me. He looks like he could do it. He's got that face that's just like, he just looks like he can do it. I believe in him.
Nice. All right, and coming up, Camila Mendes as Tila. Camila Mendes of she played Veronica in the Riverdale series.
I did not watch much of that. I'm not much of an Archie guy.
So I watched the first season, and I did not want to watch the first season. The only reason I did was because it was a glorious train wreck.
Okay,
and once you start, I do not recommend you start it because I don't even watch the first. Yeah, I'm not an Archie guy either, but I'm like,
no
Riverdale, okay. And they said that it might be crossing over with Sabrina, so I was like, okay, I like Sabrina because they're all in the same universe. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I shouldn't have given it a shot because like I watched the first episode and it was, to me, all right, I know it's like has a huge following,
yes, it does have
but to me, it was terrible. Okay, the writing was bad. And the acting was so over the top that I think it gives soap operas like a chance at an Emmy.
This is a CW show.
This is a CW show.
Already, like, you're just going expecting.
You're just going expecting like weird dialogue, but no, this. Oh my gosh.
Even over the top, wow.
But anyway, like, but she was good.
Okay.
Camila Mendes was good. The one of the brothers, I can't remember which one from Zack and Cody.
I think it was Cole Sprouse.
Cole Sprouse, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure it's
Cole Sprouse. He was good, but he's been acting since he was a child.
Yeah, he's been acting since he was a wee lad.
Exactly. So like him and Camila Mendes. To me, those ones were the only ones that like could act in that show. Everybody else, even the older actors, were just phoning it in. You could tell. Okay, like the first season had the dude from Party of Five. And then, like, he passed away, I think, in the second or third season. But, like, even he was, like, kind of, like, wooden. But, okay, we're getting way off topic here. We're getting way off topic. Because, you know, Camila Mendes as Tila, and then Alison Brie as Evil Lynn.
Brie, right here.
All right.
There she is.
Alison Brie as Evil Lynn. Alison Brie, if you don't know, is one of the main characters on Community, all right? Not Britta.
Yeah.
I think Amy? No. Dang it, I can't remember her name. But yes, that's like she's just awesome in everything that I've seen her in.
Yes.
All right.
Good pairing with what's his name? Skeletor. Forget his name.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
I believe in it. I believe in it.
I don't. I
believe in him.
He just needs to stop.
I will give him the benefit of the doubt.
The dude had to be he made people carry him to the bathroom on the set of Morbius because his legs didn't work. Quote unquote.
I'm just saying.
He needs to stop.
Skeletor. That's very Skeletor-y of him. I'm just saying.
I mean, exactly. We don't need to be feeding his ego that much.
I know we don't need to be feeding his ego. I'm not gonna
do it.
I'm not gonna become a fan of him. I'm just gonna say like, hey, he did a good job at Skeletor. If he does a good job.
The only song I like from his band is The Kill.
The Kill. That's it. That's all I know about 30 Seconds to Mars too. The only other movies I know him for are like Alexander, the fact that he gets killed in American Psycho, or does he get killed in American Psycho?
No, he gets killed.
Okay, yeah, American Psycho.
Wait, oh shit, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because it's got that weird ending, and I'm like, okay.
You gotta read the book. Yeah, and he also gets killed in Lord of War, the Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he plays his brother. Anyway, moving on. Christopher Nolan's new movie announced. So the movie had its casting announced before the movie title.
It's been having like so many. There's so many. There's gonna be
Tom Holland,
Zendaya, Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway.
Matt Damon.
Yep, Matt Damon.
Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson. So like this movie already has a stacked cast. And then it was announced it's gonna be The Odyssey. Now from everything that I've read, it's supposed to be an adaptation of Homer's Odyssey.
Yes.
I don't know if it's supposed to be I don't know if it's supposed to be like a period set adaptation or if it's like a modern day adaptation, a modern rendition, I guess.
I mean, they kind of did that with that.
Oh, Brother Where Art Thou?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but that was great.
That was a good one. I do like that. It was a good movie.
Man, the song. Oh
I just wonder who's gonna be who. Like, if it is, like, who's gonna be?
I don't think Odysseus. I don't think Tom Holland should be Odysseus.
Maybe not.
If anything, Robert Pattinson.
The Pattinson. Yes.
The Pattinson.
The Pattinson.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that happening. Yeah.
But they're expecting it to come out around July 17th, 2026.
I just know that like if it is a period and they're going, to like olden times, man, just imagine the real life Cyclopses we're gonna get.
Oh my gosh! Like Christopher Nolan's just gonna invent.
He's gonna invent Cyclopses, okay, bro. I'm excited for this.
Yep.
Whoever's gonna be Odysseus, I feel kind of sad for. Like if it is Robert Pattinson, like bruh, he's gonna go through so much.
I'm calling right now.
He's gonna have to.
Zendaya's gonna be Cersei, the siren. No, the witch.
Could be
Cersei the witch.
But like, yeah, like he's gonna like Robert Pattinson's gonna have to act inebriated because of course Christopher Nolan's gonna be like, nah, you have to drink this much during this part.
Does he make them drink?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, he does. He does do some pretty crazy stuff. Pattinson is, I've already messed it up in my head. Pattinson is a frequent collaborator, I guess, with Christopher Nolan. I mean, he did the last 2 movies with him, right?
He's starting to become one of his things.
Oh, okay.
I just wonder
if what's his name? Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale, Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy. But if he casts Tom Hardy, he's gonna have a mask on at some point.
Yeah. No, I mean he could be one of the suitors at the end. That
But he'll find a way. If he casts Tom Hardy, he'll find a way to put a mask on him. He always does that.
I've only seen it one time. What other Tom Hardy stuff has Christopher Nolan crossed over with?
Dunkirk.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He had the mask.
He was a pilot, but air mask.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that.
I don't know why that became a thing. Like he's only done it in 2 movies because even in
2 movies make a pattern.
That's what I'm saying. Like in Inception, he didn't have his mask. He didn't have his face covered. I don't think there was.
I'm trying to think. No, he didn't. He did. He had the balaclava when they were doing the snow stuff. Yep, he found a way to snuff. He finds
a way to cover his face. Okay,
yeah. Moving on, a new Mummy movie has been announced with Lee Cronin set to direct. Lee Cronin was the director for Evil Dead Rise, so he's a lot of people really like that movie. So
the only reason why I say boo, let me justify my boo, is because I love Brendan Fraser.
So they haven't said what kind of new Mummy movie it's going to be.
I know.
And we were talking on the group chat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I hope that Brendan Fraser is involved in some way. Maybe he's an immortal after he killed Imhotep or whatever, and now it's like modern day
twice.
Yeah, twice. Modern day.
He even took on
and
Jet
he's
Li.
he even took on Jet Li. All right, it wasn't a friggin' mummy though. Okay,
yeah, it was not.
It was not a mummy. It was a terracotta warrior.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, like we were tossing around ideas. Like hopefully Brendan Fraser's involved. Yes. Maybe he's maybe it's modern day, and he's somehow found the Holy Grail or something.
I mean, they did find it technically. They found Shangri-La, bro.
That is true. They did find Shangri-La.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm saying it could be.
I don't know. He could be involved, and he wants to be involved in the new Mummy stuff.
I just want more Brendan Fraser stuff.
He needs. I'm disappointed that he didn't. That he wasn't picked to be Pa Kent.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
it's very sad.
Yeah,
because him and Ke Huy Quan, I want more stuff. They need to do a movie together. They're already buddies. They're bros.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
We need that movie, bro.
Watch him show up in that. What was it? Love Hurts.
Love Hurts. That's my excitement. Besides for Superman, that is the movie that I can't wait. I can't wait to see. It's gonna be so good. You got the little reunion between some of the Goonies in there too. So it's like,
oh yeah.
I don't know how long Sean Astin's gonna be in it, but he's gonna be there.
Next up, Happy Gilmore. The trailer was released earlier.
Bro, we skipped over.
No. I'm gonna put all the comic stuff together.
We're putting all that together.
Yeah, I messed up. So see, he's already calling me out on my script making.
Exactly.
So the Happy Gilmore trailer was released earlier this week by Netflix, and supposedly they're gonna try to get it out to us by July of next year.
Yes.
I know nothing about this movie. They didn't show anything about this movie aside from random scenes of hilarity, and I'm all there for it. Okay, that
we know Ben Stiller's character's coming back. Evidently, Bad Bunny is going to be in it. I think, or it's either Bad Bunny or Post Malone. I forget which one they said. Travis Kelce is supposed to be in it. Like they tell you, Eminem's gonna be in it. Like we know who
he was supposed to have a 5-minute scene, and they said they ended up shooting like hours of footage because he just couldn't stop being funny.
Awesome. The guy is great.
So yeah, like he's an artist. I hope he's gonna be in it for longer than just a little cameo.
But but other than that, don't know what it's about, and it's exciting. One, it's Adam Sandler. He does not disappoint me.
I mean, Everybody like talks mess about Adam Sandler, but he knocked it out of the park with Uncut Gems. He proved that he had real acting chops.
I mean,
and then he went
back with that
Spanglish.
Was it Spanglish? There's one movie that he did early 2000s where
Like he wasn't the main character. He was like the dad of the family the nanny was.
I think so.
That's Spanglish.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like,
but yeah, like,
he wasn't front and center for it. But like Uncut Gems, that was him. That was all him. And yeah, he proved that he can be a good actor, right? He can be a thespian, I guess, if you want to get technical. But he prefers comedy because that's where his background was. So yeah, he makes dumb movies, but he enjoys making them because it's him and his buddies just hanging out on set and doing stupid stuff.
Man, that founded Brendan Fraser.
Oh man.
He didn't actually though, because he even jokes about this in an interview that I saw him once, is that he gets
Pauly Shore,
yes. He gets Pauly Shore upset with it because, you know, the first movie Brendan Fraser did was Encino Man. So, but after that, he took him and did Airheads. And so,
oh damn, that's right. He did do
Brendan
Airheads.
Fraser's all like, I think Airhead. So Adam Sandler likes to joke with Pauly Shore, saying like, Airheads was more successful than Encino Man. I found Brendan Fraser, not you. So yeah, he talked about that when they did when him and Brendan Fraser did that Actors on Actors interview.
I didn't even know they did that. Yeah. I got to go and watch it.
That one's so nice, bro.
Yeah,
like it's just.
I still got to watch the Brian.
I know. I haven't. I started like halfway. I haven't finished that one.
I got to watch it. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one, pretty good. It looks funny.
Yes.
And there's obviously some more trailers going to be dropping soon, hopefully. And you know, we're excited because it's like Happy Gilmore was just a good, it was a fun movie. Yes. It was silly. It was dumb. It was great.
So great. It founded its own production.
Yeah. Well, that and, you know, Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just like, it was just fun, you know, back in the day. Moving on. To the world of DCEU. Yes. All right. Apparently, we're getting a Teen Titans movie, and the lineup is going to be the same as the animated series. I'm not talking about Teen Titans Go. No. I'm talking about the good one.
It's got its moments, but Teen Titans. The T-E-E-N.
Yeah. That one.
T-I-T-A-N-N. I lost the rhythm there for a second. I'm kind of sad. I've had like three Dr. Peppers today. So
he's getting a little wired. But yeah, according to some verified sources, or sources that not verified sources, the sources are themselves having they have a good track record of this kind of stuff. And yeah, apparently we're getting Robin, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Raven, and Starfire in a movie in the DCEU. Yes. Hopefully it'll be in the James Gunn one, because we're already getting Batman Brave and the Bold, and it's already going to be like an established Batman that's been at it for like a couple decades. Yeah. So by this point, we should already have Nightwing.
Dick should be out there doing his thing.
Exactly. Maybe Red Hood comes around. You know what? That would be a pretty good opening for Batman Brave and the Bold. Batman Brave and the Bold, Red Hood.
Yes, all right. It could be.
That'd be good. I'd be there for that.
I also believe, James, I still believe I could be Dick. Come on, let me be the Grayson. Or maybe I could be Beast Boy. But if Beast Boy, I want to be green. None of this, he's green some of the time. No, I will sit in the chair and be green the entire time. I will let them paint me
just
green.
like paint him with the lead paint. All right, just like give him some of those little nostril filters while they're doing it.
If some people ain't behind me being Dick Grayson, which, you know, even though I feel like I've done a good job at preparing, I feel like I could get people to get behind me being Beast Boy.
Dude, send your tag James Gunn in your TikToks and stuff.
Exactly.
He checks everything.
Come on, James. I believe I can do it.
Next up in the DCEU or DC Elseworlds movieverse, which the Batman 2 is definitely an Elseworlds movie, according to James Gunn, and according to him, they are delaying it until 2027 because of unfinished scripts. So this is a little confusing because Matt Reeves, a couple weeks ago, came out and said scripts are done. But apparently not anymore, and it might be because of Clayface.
Could be.
People are saying it's because that's just a rumor right there, but that it might involve Clayface's DCEU rather than the Batman 2's Clayface, which is rumored to be one of the main villains.
Yes.
Now one of the rumored villains is Mr. Freeze. Like I said, rumors, all right? Because Matt Reeves wants a grounded take on all of these. I don't know how you could do a grounded take with Clayface.
I mean,
I can see how you can
do like maybe like Mission Impossible style, you know, where the guy's got that like face
guess?
thingy, or like the dude from like Smoking Aces, you know, where like he like takes like molds of people's faces.
That would be pretty good. Okay,
like,
I can see that.
Like
Yeah, I can see that. But like I could see how you could do a practical one of Mr. Freeze. I mean, yeah, he won't have the freeze gun, but you know, he could be a serial killer going around freezing people in tanks of CO.
You could definitely still have a freeze gun, you know, give like a little CO2 tank, and they're just like frostbite.
It doesn't do that quick though.
I mean,
they want to. If Matt Reeves wants to,
he's capturing them. He's got time. You know,
I get ice bullets. That's how it is. Ice bullets. Like that. All right, now for the rumor mill: Andrew Garfield and Nick Cage may be coming back to the MCU. All right, Andrew Garfield supposedly is set to come back in Secret Wars. Nick Cage may be returning as Ghost Rider in a future MCU project that may or may not be Secret Wars.
Could be. Who knows? It's a secret.
Nick Cage could have been a great Ghost Rider. Could have been.
Yes.
But the script sucked.
Yeah, especially the second one.
Yeah, the second one was weird. They basically turned him into a little tweaker.
Yeah.
And like he peed fire. That was
it's like a flamethrower.
it was so dumb.
I'm still like, another thing that like kind of makes me upset with that movie is I'm not a fan of, and they did it a lot in like the early 2000s, where someone like Ghost Rider or the Hulk gets to a point where they make it seem like, oh, I've reached a point where I can control or reach an understanding with the monster, and then the very next movie they're back to struggling with it. And it's like, come on guys, if you're gonna have them struggle with it, that's okay, but don't give me that like, I command it already and whatnot, and then you're back to not being able to control it. Like, bro, what happened? So.
Yeah, that was dumb.
But it had Big Driss in the second one, bro. Idris Elba, yeah, bro. Big Driss was in the second one. I don't remember who he played, but he was in there. Let me see.
Dude, I gotta look that up again. And so moving on to the next rumor, final rumor of the movie side. There is a new Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie in development.
Yes.
Nothing is known about this aside from there's a rumor going around.
More
snap. He was in there.
Yeah, bro.
All right. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as you know, was supposed to have a new series set to release on Netflix. They canceled that. Yeah. All right. Supposedly, the new movie may be going to Paramount. I think Paramount actually owns their rights now.
I think so.
Yeah, that's a rumor. I kind of hope it's true because the new Power Rangers Prime comic is great. I love it when new Power Rangers stuff comes out. And it's just like, dude, Power Rangers was my jam back in the day, okay? Awesome, dude, I remember going to see the first movie in theaters, and the suits were so freaking cool. And when then, you go home and the next season is supposed to start and they don't have those suits, and I was so disappointed. Like, and then Ninjor comes out and like, who the heck is this guy? Where's the chick that turns into the little moon owl? And yeah, it was just...
It may be a stretch because I know the Transformers movie has one of the greatest songs ever made for it, but I'm just saying, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie had a great song by Van Halen as well that I will put up there with it.
Which one?
It's the ending, bro, when it's like that Dreams song, bro.
Dude, I gotta go back and watch it again.
That is a good one. Okay. Like, that's some people, I might get people upset about this again, but that's why I know Van Halen. That's what got me into Van Halen. I saw that, and then I found out, I was like, oh dang, this evidently isn't even the good Van Halen, because that's when Hagar was. That's when that's when the original lead singer left, and they got Sammy Hagar. So I was like, oh, this ain't even the good Van Halen, evidently. That was a good song to me. I love it. That was my alarm clock for a while because it got me up, and I was like, yes, go.
All right, moving to the world of anime and animation.
Yes.
We're not limiting ourselves to just one type. Creature Commandos is getting a second season. The first official foray into the DCEU is getting a second season. And the recent episode, minor spoiler, I don't know, because DC themselves shared the little clip. Clayface was involved in the DCEU, and he was supposed to be guarding something. But in the scene, Clayface is voiced by Alan Tudyk, who has been cast as Clayface in the main DCEU movie that's supposed to come out, who is also the voice of Clayface in the Harley Quinn Elseworlds DC animated universe.
Yes.
So yes, Alan Tudyk.
He's a universal constant.
Alan Tudyk is just everywhere. Okay,
universal
and all he had no lines aside from. And this man went to Juilliard.
Hey, bro.
Yes, he voiced a chicken, and now he's doing grunts as a pile of mud.
Hey, bro, that's that's diversity, bro. That's flexibility. This man can do anything.
It's true.
He could be cast as if he was cast as the person that ends up as the face on that rectangle in Doctor Who, I would think he'd do it amazingly.
You're still on that? Oh my god.
That was freaking weird.
We don't talk about that, okay? As a collective of the Whovians, we don't talk about it.
I paused it, and I stared, not on that scene, but like after it was passed, I stared at the TV for a good while, being all like, the dude seriously suggested, and I was like,
there's a reason we don't talk about it.
It was voiced by Moaning Martle too, that I was all like,
God. Bruh. Yeah, there's a reason we don't talk about it, man. There's at least one episode every couple seasons that the fans of Doctor Who just do not talk about, and that is one of them. But okay. Yes. Yeah.
Just saying, Alan Tudyk could still do it.
I think Alan Tudyk was involved in one of the episodes.
Not there yet.
Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You already saw that one. Wait, no, you didn't see that one.
Oh, he was involved in the season that I skipped?
Yes.
Okay.
He broke the cardinal rule of watching Doctor Who as the return of the Doctor Who series. He skipped 9.
I just, I'd seen some episodes before, and I was like, hey, all the videos that I started getting recommended were of 9, and I'm like, oh no, we're of 10, and I'm like, I'm gonna start with him. I'm not a fan of the other guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. You're a good actor. I liked you in G.I. Joe, but
oh yeah, that's right. He was Deathstroke. Oh my gosh.
He was Deathstroke.
Yeah,
but I just sorry.
All right, and next up, okay, now stick with me here. This is kind of a long title, and it is still not the longest title that I've read.
It is not.
Okay. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world is getting a 3rd season. Now, I just finished up the 2nd season, and it is a good palate cleanser. It's what they just finished most of the war arc, I think, and they ended it with a wedding, and it is nothing heavy. And like after you're watching like hardcore stuff, maybe Attack on Titan, I don't know, like you feel a little depressed. You watch this one and you just feel a little bit better. So it cleans your soul a bit. All right, there's a couple rough parts in there, there's a couple hard parts, but overall it's just a happy-go-lucky thing. All right, this is probably the strangest one that is coming out for anime. Sanda, Sanda, okay. Sanda, which is an anime based around Santa Claus, is coming out next fall 2025. Here's a little bit about it. Santa Claus has been imprisoned somehow, and birth rates are declining somehow in Japan. And at some point, a student obtains the power to become a Santa Claus-like being. And his body completely changes. He basically like Super Saiyans out, and he's like friggin' Santa Claus. He's jacked Santa.
Okay.
And I don't know who he's fighting. I don't know what is going on. The trailer was confusing as hell, and I have to watch it because I must know what is going on with Santa Claus getting an anime.
Evidently, somehow he's tied to birth rates.
Yeah, I have no idea on that. Maybe that's Christmas cheer.
Maybe that's his second job, man. The man fills us with such joy each year that he's just like...
He also doubles as a Cupid. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know the manga. I don't know even if there is a manga. But I'm going to find out because I just barely learned about that a couple days ago. Yeah, maybe. Also, next up, Let This Grieving Soul Retire is also getting a 2nd season or part 2, depending on how you look at it. That one right there, it's really weird. The main guy is like revered as this super powerful, amazing leader of the most powerful guild or company or whatever it's called in the nation, and he leads his group of friends who are also like apex level treasure hunters.
Okay.
But he is weak as hell. And he acknowledges that he is weak. But nobody else believes him. Now, even his friends are like, nah, man, you're our leader. I mean, you know exactly what we need to do. You know exactly where to go. You're strong. You got this. So they thrust the role of leadership on him. And he's just like, I just want to go home. I don't want to get anybody killed. And he ends up just delegating most of his duties to one of his subordinates, because eventually they become the biggest guild or treasure hunting company in, the city. Like maybe second in the nation, I think it was said. But yeah, and everybody just thinks, oh man, this guy is at the head.
He's a genius.
Oh my gosh, he's a genius. He's super powerful. And he's like, I need to recharge my artifacts, or I'm kind of useless. And dude, he is. But everybody's all like, he's so
just
cool.
got the power of luck.
Yes, his luck stat is just maxed out, man.
He's domino.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that one. It's friggin' hilarious. Dan, which I barely just started, is getting a second season coming out in July.
Yes.
The cliffhanger, I'm told, is leaving a lot of people really, really mad because of how it happened, because of the type of cliffhanger it did.
Yes.
And okay, I can see why everybody's mad. Yes. I'm not going to tell you guys how it ended because, spoilers. Exactly. But I can see why people are mad. And at this point, dude, you should just expect it from anime and, all that stuff across the way, because it's just how it happens in the stories. And it sucks, but like complaining about it isn't really going to make them change shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by that, I mean like the opening to Goblin Slayer. You've heard about the opening to Goblin Slayer? Okay. That's how before things happen is how it ends. Okay. And yeah, so yeah, I understand why people are mad. All right. I can say myself, yeah, you don't really need, that stuff, but I don't know, man. Western comics, Eastern comics, they're all kind of weird. But yeah, that's, it's expected to come out in July 2025. And
2025.
Yep. And as promised, we are doing a character profile for Squirrel Girl. We already kind of did one. I did a preview almost for the shorts. But this one, we're going to actually talk a little bit more about Squirrel Girl. A little bit more in depth, yeah. So obviously, we're going to talk about... Oh, no, I think I hit the thing. I hit it. Anyway, obviously, we're going to talk about creations, her powers, notable feats, teams that she's been on, basically highlights. So let's get down and dirty with it. Created by Will Murray and Steve Ditko in Marvel Superheroes Volume 2, number 8. If you don't know Steve Ditko, you need your nerd card revoked, because he is also one of the creators behind Spider-Man.
I don't want to. No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna go there. That's getting controversial. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna disrespect Stan the Man like that. I'll just say he's up there.
Yeah, he's pretty high up there. Her part in the comic was called The Coming of Squirrel Girl, and it features her very first team up with Iron Man. And in it, she's 14. She's got these powers, and she's like, you know what? I want to be part of a team. I want to meet these cool superheroes. Yes. And she finds Iron Man, and she wants to help him out with whatever experiment he's just pulling off. She wants to do all kinds of like team up stuff with other people. And while Iron Man is performing his experiments, he runs afoul of Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom wants the experiment. Yes. Captures Iron Man. Squirrel Girl's like, not on my watch. Comes out, and along with her squirrel buddy Monkey Joe, just completely decimates Doom.
Squirrelinates.
Okay, yeah, it's like Squirrel Stampede, whatever you want to call it. I know, like that's one of her abilities on Marvel Rivals. It's exactly what happened.
It's like
a
squirm.
What?
A squirrel swarm. A squirm.
That was terrible.
It may be terrible. I wasn't going for a pun. I was just putting them together.
But yeah, like Yes, she took out the real Doctor Doom.
Swirl.
Yep.
Yes.
Swirly.
Swirl.
But yeah, she took out the real Doctor Doom in her first foray into the superhero community, and she just keeps on winning, man. Yes. There's a reason why they call her the unbeatable Squirrel Girl, and
we all know because that was a part 2. There was 1 too where she takes down the Mad Titan, and I don't care that they went like several issues later and was like, no, that was just a clone. Like, no.
Actually, no, that was not a clone.
Exactly.
Uatu the Watcher came out and said, nope, that was the real one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Uatu the Watcher came out and said she took down the real Thanos.
I don't care what people say.
Took down,
she did it.
Yeah. So let's just skip to the notable feats. She's taken down Doctor Doom.
Exactly.
Not a Doombot. Doctor Doom, the Mandarin, Giganto. If you don't know Giganto, don't worry. We're gonna do another video on that guy because I want to learn more about Giganto. He's a big ass whale.
Exactly.
Okay, he's a mutant whale running around the MCU ocean. She took out Thanos. Terrax.
Yes.
She took out Deadpool. She took out Wolverine. And I actually have a comic where that happens. She took out Fin Fang Foom. And with the power of straight up just talking your problems out, she took down Kraven. All right. Now, there wasn't really a physical, there was a bit of a physical scuffle, but the Kraven one, she just basically said, dude, why are you doing this? Be honest. Why are you doing this? And they just talked it out, and Kraven's like, okay.
Therapied him.
Yeah, exactly. She therapied him. Her powers include some form of superhuman strength. Basically, she has the proportionate strength of a squirrel. Okay, she's not a mutant. She is a human-based mutate. Kind of like how Mayday Parker is in the Marvel Comics 2 imprint. She's not quite a mutant, but she was born with abilities. She has small claws on her fingers and toes that can help her climb, kind of like Spider-Man, but like actually dig into the thing. More in line with Miguel. Yes. Spider-Man 2099 than Peter Parker. She has a prehensile tail, obviously, because you played Marvel Rivals. Yes. She has enhanced vision because apparently squirrels can see very far away. I'm not entirely sure. And this one is a little confusing.
I imagine it'd have to be true because, like, if they go after like acorns and nuts, they're up in the trees and they just like.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. She has also got something called a knuckle spike can just like. It's basically just like
she knucklesing it.
I guess she goes like this.
Like
I don't know.
From the.
I guess I haven't seen an actual like
look up
part of that.
See,
she can communicate with squirrels. It's how she's able to sick her buddies on enemies. She has a healing factor, and she's just generally a happy-go-lucky person. She loves team ups. She loves doing.
It looks like some sort of like.
It does
like Wolverine-ish thing, but it's just weird. A spike.
That might be a recent thing in the Unbeatable series because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
She likes team ups. She's been on the Great Lakes Avengers, Great Lakes Initiative, the Great Lakes. There's a lot third.
Of greats.
Yeah. Well, she hung around that area for a while until she was like 18, 19, and then she broke off after the Superhuman Initiative. Oh, Great Lakes Champions is the third one.
Champions.
Great Lakes Champions. She broke off because she felt that she was holding the team back. When in reality, man, she was.
They were holding her.
Back. They were holding her back.
Her feet.
Okay.
Theirs.
Yeah, she left the Great Lakes Avengers, Great Lakes Champions, whatever you want to call it, to go to New York City. She enrolled in ESU, Empire State University.
Yes.
But she needed a job.
She was Justin Timberlake. They were the rest of NSYNC.
Kind of, yeah. But yeah, she needed a job. So she noticed that Luke Cage and Jessica Jones were hiring over at the Avengers Mansion because they had a newborn baby. Yeah. They can't just hire any nanny because they're Avengers. Yes. So they need somebody with superpowers. They need somebody to pass a test. The test being take down Wolverine. You can take down Wolverine.
Strange test.
Yeah. Well, he was the only one at the mansion that they felt could, pose an actual threat. Because they needed real world. They needed real world experience. I guess.
I can see. I guess. All right? I see their thought process.
Yeah, and apparently, she just straight up decimated him. The problem I have here is that they did it in the park. Okay. They did.
That's
they
her
pulled
element,
it. Exactly.
Right? That's her
All right?
element.
You want her inside, indoors. Okay.
Indoors.
You need to see how she her battle test, how she's battle tested indoors, where she can't get most of the squirrels.
Exactly.
Now, are the squirrels going to just swarm inside the facility? That would be a pretty good thing to check, right?
Yeah, can see how they find their way in. But yeah, they just straight fought her.
She made Wolverine tap out. Wolverine tapped out.
Wow.
All right.
Tapped out.
So yeah, so she's got some street cred with a bunch of teams. Yeah. My favorite team up that I've seen with her is X-23, the Laura Kinney one. Okay, she comes and just randomly comes out with a Wolverine. She has a live Wolverine in her hands, and she brings it to Laura's front door and says, "Here, brought you a present." And at this point, Laura has her clone / sister or whatever living with her, and her name's Gabby. She's one of my favorite characters. All right, she's just freaking out over this Wolverine, and she wants to name it Jonathan and keep it.
Jonathan.
Yes. So yeah, also a character that we're gonna be. I want to be doing a little thing on.
Nice.
So yeah, Jonathan.
Him and Jeff.
Jonathan. Jonathan. The Wolverine.
Loki the alligator. This needs to be a team, Marvel. Y'all gotta get
it's gonna get there.
Yes.
It's gonna get there. But yeah, that team up was just silly. It was fun, and it was just great. And then she teams up with Miss Marvel quite a bit. They're apparently best buddies. She teams up with Miles every now and then.
Miles.
But yeah, Miles. And one of the she's also a frequent babysitter of Jeff the Land Shark.
Nice.
Yeah. And lastly, after a while, her identity got leaked to the public, and a lot of these villains that she took down, all these A-listers, right, know who she is, know where she lives, all that stuff.
Basically a Spider-Man,
right?
Basically a Peter moment.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. And throughout her adventures, she did take down Galactus, right? But at the same time, she helped him find a nutrient-rich world.
Nice.
So while they're together or whatever, just hanging out, she becomes friends with Galactus.
Nice.
So during the when her identity was leaked to the public and everything, she was about to bite it. Galactus comes and transports all of the bad guys surrounding her to jail. And the only reason that she's alive is because Galactus was all like, "You're my buddy."
It's like bros before foes.
Exactly. So yeah. So
exactly. See, that's how it's done, Peter. You don't need to go to Satan.
Exactly. But yeah, so Squirrel Girl, super fun character. It's just so weird how they never show how she takes these people down aside from Kraven and Galactus.
She doesn't.
Yeah, and Doctor Doom. Okay, they don't show how she takes down Thanos, Fin Fang Foom, or anything. They only show the aftermath.
Yeah. They just show her on the top while they're just.
That's pretty much how it goes. So yeah, it was fun researching Squirrel Girl. So if y'all guys have any more suggestions aside from the stuff that we've been thinking about, Jonathan the Wolverine, Jeff the Land Shark, and random stuff, go ahead and
Bob,
Bob, like the Hydra Bob, Hydra Bob. Oh, okay, yeah,
he deserves his stuff.
He's Hydra Bob.
He's a good husband, a good dad. He deserves his.
Is he a dad? I don't think he's a dad.
He did it for health insurance.
Yeah, for his wife.
Oh, they have. My man's got to have built a family by now.
I don't know.
Is stuff we'll find out.
Yeah, all stuff that we'll find out in the coming few weeks. But yeah, super fun researching Squirrel Girl. If y'all guys have any more suggestions, just drop them in the comments.
Any comments?
Oh yeah, anything. So yeah, if you like the Rantings Raving 2 Mad Men, give us a like, follow, share us with friends, and this is the last video of the last real video of 2024. We will see you guys in 2025. Later.